It is good. We alive.
All right. So 2D was there, but just in case you don't remember, last week was a bit of a combat week. Very end, fought zombies, found glowing neckrite ore thing. Fought zombies, and now we're still in the mines. Um, what do people want to do?
Well, we dealt with the undead down
he-
here, but that.
Yeah.
sorry,
but
sorry,
he's-
sorry, Ash.
No, you're good. I just wanted to ask, was our next plan to go fix something, or did we fix that issue already?
We did not fix that pipe that
No,
had
we didn't.
lava flowing out of it.
There was
Okay.
just some undead that we
see.
also dealt with.
Okay, so that's one option.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Is that the only option right now, or are there other things we've forgotten about?
I don't know. Also, you're really quiet.
Ah,
Eh.
probably because my mic was far away.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now all I can think of that we didn't do was the whole lava pipe. But
One thing to expedite things, and also as a confirmation, I know off the zombies you looted the neckrite, the ore.
mhm.
Did you guys do an extensive looting, or just that's all you really cared for?
Pierre would have kept on looking around.
Yeah, Lance would have also looked if there was anything left after Pierre looked through it all.
All right. Anyone who wants to look through the dead people's stuff, you may give me a investigation roll.
Cool.
Jeez, I wonder who's gonna do that.
I wonder. I will guidance myself, obviously. 22 total.
Jeez, and that's a low roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's with me rolling a 9.
I literally just got a 9. That's it.
Lance notices the obvious as he's just looking around. They've got old pickaxes. There's some lanterns strewn about. But Pierre notices some more detailed things. He finds each of them have a logbook on them, all of various levels of full quality of maintenance. You already found a similar logbook
Mhm.
earlier in the place. You found 3 more logbooks that we'll call logbook A, B, and C. They're all a little tattered, but essentially logbook A and B have writings in them, people telling some sort of reports or something. And C has mostly diagrams. There's some reports as well, but most of them are like a map.
Yeah, I figured the first 2 Pierre would probably like skim through just to see what it was, and then the one that has all the diagrams, he would be looking at them.
All right, so the first 2, most of them talk about general maintenance,
Mhm.
a lot of things that you'd see from any form of miner or somebody working in miner grade construction. The book B, you said you're just parsing through them, not very detailed.
Not really. If something catches his eye, then he would, but for the most part, it's just him skimming through.
I'd say book B is a little bit more unique because there's a lot of religious talk in that one. It references humans more,
Hmm.
and that one you see fire iron mentioned a few times, but the first one really didn't mention it. The diagrams from C, there's 3 main diagrams, a few smaller ones here or there, but they don't seem of too much importance. The 3 main diagrams, the first one is a incomplete map. Looks like they were just charting out the tunnels that they've been digging. Possible or more likely their tunnels, like the tunnels they are actively working on,
Mhm.
not necessarily other people's, because they tend to go a little short in certain directions. You notice the space that was caved in was one of the longer tunnels. On this, not on this chart, but on a second chart on the very next page, there is little like hash marks. So you can kind of see through the first page if you pay close attention, and there's noticeable hash marks marked on the map through the second chart.
Hmm.
And the third chart is very basic. It's just a bunch of lines that look a little squiggly, that go in kind of a forked direction, before they curve back in on themselves, and then with 2 offshoots out of said fork.
Hmm. Interesting. I mean, this is obviously meant to be a map of the mine for the first parts. uh, I was about to say, I'm sure that there's probably a loose pebble or something. Pierre's gonna take a loose pebble, use one of his magical tinkering things, make it emit light, and put it underneath all 3 pages to try and make like the bottom page glow enough to see through all 3 potentially.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
So seeing through all
Yeah,
3 of
Really
them,
cool idea.
they all overlap very well. Give me a perception check.
Oh, perception.
I mean, you can
Alright.
show it to us too.
You can show it to us, yeah.
You're,
Yeah.
you're not just
Try to
gonna
help
be. You're
you.
not just gonna be like my precious, and just like, no, this is my idea.
Yeah, Pierre
Go
would
on."
definitely be showing it to you guys too. Like after he
Alright,
does the light,
yeah.
you guys would obviously see him do the light thing, and he's holding it. And he's like, "Hey, check this out!
Yeah.
Look at this."
My perception's not great, but
My perception's not great either, but I
Can
rolled a 15. That's not
here we
bad.
go. Ooh, bless. Or guidance coming in hot.
yeah, that's 19 feet.
And a
Ooh,
15
yikes.
for me, not bad.
Our
Ooh.
our 2 people that are actually decent at perception just fucking buggered it.
Right?
So Pierre's rather a little overconfident just for like getting this to line up just right. Maybe too focused on actually getting the light to sit where he wants it to sit. Sterling might be trying to play with the minecart again. Not constantly.
Yes, yes, he
Oh.
most definitely is.
Oh, Sterling.
But then Lance and Logren, they look at it and they look up. They look at it and they look up, and
No,
they
and
see-
we look at it and we look at each other.
and both of you realize that it is a map of the lava flow on top of the mine map, on top of some form of nodes of importance. Those important nodes don't line up on top of the pipes, but instead, Logren notices this one more than Lance does. Logren notices the little hash marks line up, at least one of them does, where that the ore was found.
Alright. Yeah, I'd absolutely share that with the group.
Huh. Very interesting.
I
So,
I have
could
a
this
question
help
about
us? fix the pipe, the lava flow then?
Maybe one of the books might.
Mm.
If you don't mind me asking, I got a question about this.
Mhm.
Why bother drawing it like that? Why not just like draw it all on the same map?
I mean, blueprints are drawn like that in real life all the time.
Not enough space on
Really?
one piece of paper, or you don't want to
Yeah.
overcrowd one piece of paper.
Yeah, a lot. I took a drafting class at one point. A lot of the times they'll have like certain systems on different blueprints just to
Mhm.
because like otherwise it'd be way too busy.
Oh. You know, actually, that sounds. I don't know why I didn't think. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. This is why I specialize in strength and not intelligence.
Ah,
And I would note these are very blueprint like. They've got measurements in them. They've got like slightly more detail than just a sketch in general, but maybe not as much detail as an artistic representation.
Mhm. Um, I guess Pierre would probably maybe check to see if the other two books have any information about repairing a pipe.
Um, so which one do you want to focus your attention on first, at least, A or B?
Uh, I mean, B mentioned more fire iron more so than, so probably A.
A.
Mhm.
Give me a it's investigation reading. I think investigation's reading. Yeah, so investigation.
Oh, I don't need guidance, but let's add my guidance. 31.
At least
good
you got a 1 on that.
lord.
A 19.
So your max investigation is 35 with guidance.
Jeez.
If I remember in the DMG, a DC of 30 is meant to be like an impossible high level DC, and you could just like like it's tough, but you could still get that at level like what 5?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think the highest roll I've ever seen on a D20, I think it was in the 40s somewhere. I know that. But again,
Mhm.
these people were like
Wow.
these people were like level 13. They put like 3 layers of buffs on the person, and they got a nat 20. So
Mm.
Between bards and clerics, you can get some real high numbers.
Just think if I had
Um,
bless, it could be higher.
really,
I think bless is the
even
one
more
that does that.
Flash of Genius is
yeah.
also
Bless does that as well. But I think there's a rule about like things like that stacking, where like you can't really get the same bonus twice, even though if it's from different sources.
Mm,
I'd have to look that up.
yeah. So based off this magnificent roll, you go back to skim this one again. A little bit more focus, not a lot more focus. Just kind of like, this one looks more important. It very clearly states in a small corner of one of the later pages, not the last page, but like 75% of the way through. Certain pipes will burst, and they can often be repaired with extra material found in the forge, or material found, and then it almost gives you not invest directions from the directions are from the forge, but you immediately know where it's at. It's like 2 doors down from where you are. Not doors, but rooms. They also state that, based off this roll, pipes tend to only burst when the forge has been inactive for long periods of time, and that's when the excess pipes tend to burst. When there is some form of extreme cooling, so during winter time they're a little more concerned.
Yeah.
Or when there is some form of animal attacks that periodically they have had run-ins with large badger creatures and mole creatures.
All right. Well,
Um,
good information. Pia just immediately starts walking to the room that was described.
Wait,
Like-
Pierre, where you going?
Oh, I was gonna go get materials to be able to fix that one pipe potentially.
Oh,
You
you can
need it.
fix it.
Well, at least I know what the materials to fix it are. This book had a decent description and directions. It's actually nearby.
What did you do with the other two books?
He still has them. He's planning on.
Would you have told us what was in any of the other two books?
He would have probably mentioned he would have probably been muttering or speaking somewhat quietly, but probably loud enough for you guys to hear. Probably stuff like lots of religious stuff in here.
Okay,
Fire iron.
do you still
uh,
have the book with the religious stuff in it, Pierre? Mind if I take a look at it
It's
on the way?
it's just got some. I don't know how much exactly, but sure. And he'll handbook B. I think is the one that you said had more religious and
yeah.
human. Yeah, he'll hand that book to Lance.
I will, like, in great detail, look at book B while following Pierre.
Give me an investigation check.
Cool.
Pierre makes it there very quickly. Almost accidentally, just kind of memorized those directions. So Lance spent some solid time looking on this book.
Mhm.
You've got a little bit of a skill already just in parsing certain words, looking for key phrases.
Mhm.
It's helped you with some investigations in the past, other things.
Mhm.
What exactly are you looking for?
Well, I guess I didn't think this through. Anything, uh, ooh, okay, hang on. If I can spell. Check your DMs, Jack.
So there is brief mention. I'll just message you back.
Yeah. And then while I'm looking in there, anything about the god of paladins in there? Forgot his name, but you know who I'm talking
Valor.
about. Thalor, thank you.
So it does mention that they used to forge many weapons for Thalor and Knights of Thalor.
Mhm.
This was kind of before, though, the major conflicts between nobility and some of the religious orders. the paladins always kind of sat in that middle ground because people still liked their protection, even the nobility,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still strongly connected to the religious groups who the nobility believed was overstepping their bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Some nobility didn't like the paladins as a concept, but there just
Okay.
wasn't much defense in other ways. Like there was of course town guard, but
Mm-hmm.
when supernatural beings such as the ones you've been trained to track would
Yep.
appear, the town guard wasn't necessarily prepared for things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Demons, undead, those were kind of a step outside of their purview, so it fell to
Gotcha.
the paladins often.
Okay.
There was a small group towards the end of the Forge's run,
Mm-hmm.
who is still secretly providing weapons to a smaller paladin group, but
Mm-hmm.
the notes kind of faint out because this person didn't want it to be well known. It was more a personal note than necessarily a putting it in my report.
Gotcha. I see. Okay, fair enough.
Um,
Sorry to interrupt you DMing me the other information. I just figured I'd ask that too while I was asking, you know?
yeah, sorry. Kind of, my brain's in a few places. It's not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Me at all times, every day, forever.
Tuh.
Like, not to distract, but true story. During a chemistry class, I was giving like yes, yeah, it was yesterday because I'm a supply teacher. Like during a chemistry class, one of my students was asking about fucking shit in astronomy, and I stopped the lesson to talk about astronomy because I'm just like, yeah, science is fun. But I'm like,
Amazing.
yeah, I'm very scatterbrained.
So, Pia's getting trying to find the materials in that room.
um, for Pierre, you come to the room. It seems to be somewhat of a supply room. There is a few mine carts on here, some stray pieces of track, and then in the far corner, besides some support beams, or really just logs, but some support beams, there is 6 pipes essentially. They're shorter. They're about 10 feet long, as in the pipe's functional width.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a 10 by 10 by 10. And there's 6 of them, all tied together with some form of leather straps.
Don't know if Pia can move them. uh, Actually, wait. I totally could. Can I just kind of like put them into my bag of holding?
Maybe.
Just a reminder, because this is a rule that gets ignored a lot, but is important. It has to be able to actually fit through the mouth of the bag of holding.
Yeah, I want to see what its dimensions officially are. No.
Why would
No,
that
you
get
can't.
ignored?
The bag's opening is a fair bit too small. If it was twice as wide, then you could have gotten it.
Well,
I mean, if this
then-
is if this is somewhere where we can all go, like
yeah.
we're not a super low strength party. Like we could just
Uh,
carry. Like it would suck to go back and forth, but we could just all carry it.
Pia was just
Or-
gonna
Yeah, that's
carry
true.
it at least to like the entry point.
Well, Hang on.
Wait,
How
hold on.
strong is everyone?
I believe I got
Uh,
16 strength.
15.
Yeah, I got
15
16 strength.
also.
Yeah,
So
we're we're a
yeah,
pretty
so
high
we're a
strength
pretty
party.
high
so-
strength. Yeah, I feel like all of us could like pick a corner. 1, 2, 3. Hup, 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 hup.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly.
Why don't we
Exactly.
do
What if
that
an
instead
armor
of make
carry?
the thing
Pierre
is,
carry it the
the
whole
thing
way?
is, there's that bridge that's broken.
I
You
thought
just,
we
like,
fixed it.
No, we did not fix it. We just jumped over it.
I thought you mended the bridge.
No, I'm talking about the one
The
inside
stairs.
the tunnels. I mended the stairs. There was a bridge inside the tunnel that was broken, and we
Shoot.
had to jump
Okay.
over it. That's why I was thinking bag of
Idea.
holding.
No. Idea.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've got a great idea. This is like the best idea I've ever had. So you know
Oh
the mine
God.
carts. You know
Yeah.
how mine carts are made of the same material. You could mend the mine carts together, and we could make a bridge out of mine carts.
You
Oh,
can't.
Mending
You
Jesus
does
can't.
not work like
Christ,
that.
Aiden.
Yeah.
You cannot
can't-
put different material together.
I have an
Made
idea.
of the same material though.
The
But it has to be have been previously joined together. You can't
Yes.
mend to
Oh.
you can't
Yes,
mend
that's what
to
I was meaning.
unrelated objects.
I have an idea.
Damn.
The idea that I have is we send Pierre ahead to mend the bridge.
Or the fix.
Then the fix the bridge. Then the three of us carry it hup 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 across the bridge, and then Pierre helps us carry it the rest of the way.
I mean, you said there
I-
were wooden beams, right?
Yeah,
Are they like not attached to anything?
not currently attached to anything.
Okay,
Wait,
so
how big? Hang on. What's the thing we're carrying?
A 10 by 10 by 10 pipe.
Okay, I have another idea. Pierre fixes the bridge. We
well, at least
put the
makes a
pipe
temporary
in
one.
or at least made a temporary one. We put the pipe in the mine cart and push it across.
Probably wouldn't fit well on the minecart. It'd probably be better
Okay,
to carry it.
then how about plan A? Pierre goes ahead, fixes the bridge. Sterling, me, and Logren carries it, and then Pierre, you help us carry it the rest of the way.
I
That
think
sounds like a good idea.
I'd also need some of the wood carried. I don't know if Pierre could carry it. Because he plans on using the wood to try and make the bridge.
Okay, then we do a
Kinda.
wood assembly line. Pierre goes in. We stay a bit further back. The strongest one of us holds the wood. The other two pass it down to Pierre. Then the three of us go back, lift when Pierre's done. We lift the thing, cross it across. Then Pierre helps us carry the thing the rest of the way.
Wait, so how is the bridge even broken? Is it like broken at one point in the middle, or?
I thought it was like completely broken.
Think about it like a wood plate bridge. The very edges are still there, like one or two planks. The rest of it has fallen.
Hmm.
I have a deranged idea.
Ooh, yeah, let's hear it.
Uh oh.
We take the raw materials and we break them
Okay.
to the point where they can fit in the bag of holding, and then Pierre
But-
spends the next 20 years mending them all
No,
back together.
no,
Yes, I love this
No.
idea.
no.
No,
guys.
thank
Because
you.
mending takes a minute
No.
to cast, so like they're in 1,000
Gu-
pieces.
gu- guys, no. Okay,
Damn it.
that is so stupid. No.
That is so stupid.
don't
It
wanna-
might just work.
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to sit here for the next 20, 30, 40 plus sessions having Pierre mend a thing and we can't do anything until Pierre
Actually-
mends the thing.
Okay,
Oh,
it
no, that
would
wouldn't
work, but your lifespans would be much
Oh, wait,
shorter.
no, that
after
could work. I thought of something else. How heavy is the pipes?
Um. Make me say a nature check. Make me a history or nature check.
Guidance. 25.
Um. All right, so you recall similar metals like this. You conclude it's some form of copper mixture, something that's a little bit more heat resistant. Um, let's do some bullshit math.
My favorite type of math. Bullshit.
And my next question is, you said they were 10-foot wide?
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, if we take a long rest, I can get Tensa's floating disc.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a long rest.
It's honestly the best play because like Tensor's like it just follows you. So if you, as long as you could get across the bridge, it would break.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Might have to do a couple trips, but
All I'd need is like just a simple piece of wooden beam. I jump across it and how we did before, and then the dish just floats onto the wooden beam and floats over.
yeah, because all right, because it needs solid ground under it or
Mhm.
something under it. Yeah.
But it's not like it actually touches it, so that could literally just be a piece of wood placed in a straight line across.
This feels like some fucking Gmod nonsense where like the physics engine was not designed for this, and yet we're doing it anyway.
All we'd need is just
Eh,
a rope to tie it on to make sure it stays on the disc.
Yeah, so just
Which
I mean,
I'm sure we all have like 50 feet of rope or
yeah.
something.
at least one of us has to have
Yeah,
rope. If we're the
fair
only adventuring
enough.
party with rope without rope, then we've failed.
But I
I've got
don't
like
know, because, like,
40 feet.
is that the best plan? Because we have to take a long rest, which will take 8 hours. And then
That's the only thing.
that's the only thing. That's why I'm saying if we want to get this done soon or rather than later, we should not do the long rest plan.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, are we on much of a time crunch?
yeah, I didn't think we were on much of a time crunch, but then again, I only just joined the party, so
We
I was-
were because we're trying to get the forge up and running so that we can
Yeah.
leave and take Sterling to his creator.
Hmm.
yeah, but like it doesn't have to be immediately.
So we going with the long rest plan?
I,
I
we
mean,
can
we
take a
could.
long rest.
I was about to say we could always just go back up, and tell them about it, and that tell the
Why
mayor,
don't we
show him the journal.
why don't we just take a long rest and try to fix it ourselves? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, if we fix it ourselves, then they kind of owe us something. So
Yeah. And we never said how long it would take. We just said that we would try and figure it out and get it done. It's not
Yeah,
guaranteed that we can
so
complete everything in an hour.
So, done the quick stupid math. technically, one of these pipes is 2,000 pounds. But that's using real world logic. In
And-
fiction, I'm gonna make this 200 pounds. I know you've been doing other things. I haven't been focused. I've been doing math. It's hard.
Perfect. It's enough.
And
Did you
again,
at least
like
hear the part where we said we're taking a long rest?
No, but you can take a long rest. Like,
To be
You're
able
in a
to
bit
So
of
we
switch
a
out a
take-
spell of
Mm.
mine.
Yeah, so we can do the long rest plan, and then you can switch out the
Because
spell.
we never gave the mayor a time, did we?
No, we
we
didn't.
I don't
didn't.
think so.
Honest, I think he's kind of surprised we're even thinking about fixing it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do the long rest plan. Why not?
yeah. It's
you want a
it's on
long
it,
rest?
it's honestly the fastest plan we have, and it's also
Yeah,
it's also probably the most
yeah,
like
let's do it.
Useful considering we've used, or at least I used almost all my spells already. I
Yeah,
think
let's do
Logic's
it, why
probably used
not?
like 2 or 3.
yeah.
Sure. All right,
Alright.
I'm good with
Do
that.
you want to set up camp and long rest in the cave?
I mean,
Or do you want to just
Yeah,
go back to the
we
and
could-
get a room?
we could
Or
either.
Why not just do it in the cave? We're already down here.
I was about to say, and
Going back
even
up would take a long time.
even better, the cave where we fought the zombies could be better. Because
Yeah,
it's
I-
a small, narrow entry point.
Yeah, so people couldn't really get in. Yeah.
And I
yeah,
can set
there
up
are
an
we can
alarm.
go back there and do it there.
No, that-
Yeah.
They're dead.
Yeah, but like that's nasty.
Just burn them. And then prestidigitation. Someone's gotta have fire.
That's kind of dark now that I think about it. You could prestidigitation people's ashes away. Like,
I was meaning for the smell.
still.
Yeah, let's go back to the zombie cave and take a long rest, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
Pile up all the zombies off in one far away side. We stay on the other. I set up an alarm at the only entry point.
Mm-hmm.
Then we all take a long rest.
Yep.
I almost want to make those zombies come back to life because they are in the same room as you, but we've done too much combat, so I'm
And-
not gonna do
Mhm.
And like I said, we would probably do something to keep them
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I could use a long rest. I'm good with that.
Oh, everyone's got that long rest.
So long
then-
rest, we immediately get our HP back, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, we get it back
Cool.
at the end of the long rest.
Yeah.
So if it's
Right,
if it's,
but
if it's
yeah.
interrupted, but
Yeah, at the end of the long rest. Yeah.
yeah, full heal, no
Cool.
no. You get unless it's specifically a thing that responds at dawn or has a day to it, you get everything back.
Cool.
And I will switch out one of my spells real quick. What? I'll switch this spell out. And then I need Tinter's floating disc. Oh wait, that's right. You can't do it in the pop out. You have to do it in your actual character sheet while it's here. There we go. Alright, I now have Tinter's floating disc.
Is the as soon as the long rest is over, I'll do the hit point thing. I just don't want it to in case it's interrupted.
Mm-hmm. Which, like I said, I put an alarm.
You go uninterrupted.
Hooray.
Yay.
Alright. Well, let's get started then.
Yep.
Tinter's floating
So-
disc last.
So how does that
hour.
work? How does the disc work? I've never heard of this spell before. I have no idea how it works.
It's a spell. Can I just click this and it shows. Yeah. That's since it's floating disk.
Let's see.
But,
Raise your toes using the range. 1 hour. Spoke a circular horizontal plane of force 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick that floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. This remains for the duration and can hold up to 500 pounds. If more weight is placed on it, the spell ends, and everything on it falls to the ground. The disc is immobile while you are within 20 feet of it. If you move more than 20 feet away from it, the disc follows you, so it remains within 20 feet of you. Cool.
and I'm assuming
That's
that
really cool.
I'm assuming that the gap wasn't 20 feet since we could all jump over it.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, that's a
I-
really cool spell.
I love this is a spell that's actually been around since I think like either first or second edition.
Oh,
Purely
wow.
because well, the reason it came about was because in older editions you needed gold to level up, and bags of holding weren't a thing. So this was the spell that's like, all right, everyone, we're done the dungeon. Pile all your gold onto it, and we'll walk
Ah.
it out.
Oh
Neat.
my god, that sounds so dumb.
My fucking players, I had 2 wizards. They turned it into a fucking mode of transportation for the whole
Yep.
party.
Yep.
That's
they-
a
That sounds
thing?
smart. I don't know why
What?
you.
They
Why
they
would you
that's a
pile
thing?
gold on it?
well, basically they had what like the wizards would cast Phantom Steed and Tensor's floating disc, and then
Mhm.
the party would sit on the disc, and then the Phantom
Mhm.
Steed is so much faster than a regular horse, and they just fucking this conga line of morons just
It's
shoot
amazing.
blitzing down the road at Mach 10.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But it requires 2 wizards for like it's like 1 wizard per like 2 or 3 other party
Mhm.
members, and it's like it's a weird combo, but they made it work.
So before I would do Tensor's floating disc, I'd take one of the wood beams, or have them take one of the wood beams and put it across the bridge area. Where the broken bridge is, if it fits.
They're a little heavy, but you can get them across.
Like to make it like, flat
Yeah. Mhm.
across, so it's kind of like a walk across type bridge. Probably do some basic shaving to make sure it sits properly. And then I will actually cast. We will get ready to tie up the bar and float it over with Tensor's floating disc. Okay, I did not actually use a spell slot by clicking on it. That's annoying. Anyways, yeah. So I use it, and we will start bringing the brass piece across, I guess.
All right. Doesn't take long to get to the busted pipe. Once you get there, the old pipe is busted. Lava's coming out of it just as before.
Mhm.
What do you do with the pipe now?
Well, like I said, Pierre was just wanting to get it nearby, at least, because the thing is, I'm not sure if we have the capabilities to actually take the pipe out and put in a new one.
Well,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking,
Mhm.
we do have the blueprints to the pipe layouts, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
the thing is, just to lift the pipe might require heavy machinery we just don't have access to.
Or, special protection or a way to cool off the lava to make it to where it
Yeah.
won't be affecting you or stop the lava.
Mm.
Let's see. Yeah, so it's more so a thing of I don't know what we can do to remove the pipe safely and put in this new pipe. I was just trying to make it easier on them if we do have to have them do it.
Alright.
Is there any way that we can remove the pipe or anything?
So the pipe is obviously in sections.
Mm-hmm.
These sections are held together with a specialized lock and joint mechanism that you could theoretically pop out by hand, but they are both parts are made of metal. They look like they're held tight. So it would be very difficult. There is 4 joints on each side of the pipe holding it in. On the broken pipe in particular, 2 of those joints are actually broken, and that's why the lava is leaking out.
Mm-hmm.
The broken joints, are they on our side or are they on the opposite?
They're on the opposite side.
Mm. Is it too difficult to jump over it, the lava?
Definitely not impossible, but the average person would probably not want to do it.
Hmm. I mean, because if Pierre can get to the other side and just patch up that spot or mend the thingy, then it might be better. It might be okay, but okay, so I guess is there because if, like I said, if Pierre can get to the other side of it, he can just mend the thing and it'd be alright, but and I guess
Can I get a visual description of what this looks like? Is lava flowing down the side of the wall, or
So there is a large pipe to your right. From that pipe, you've got some. The pipe has a flayed end, not flayed, maybe flayed.
like
It has an outrooted end, that has notches lined into it with little mechanisms holding it tight. About 5 feet in front of you, there's lava pouring down, in like a pooling pattern at the base of this pipe. And you notice that the opposing locking mechanisms are missing.
like they're missing or it's broken.
They're missing.
Okay, so there goes me fixing it, but But
how
you
high
know,
is the lava pool?
that's what I was about to ask.
So it's got some form of slant to it, but it is probably at its high point, probably 2 points up. That's when it's right next, or 2 feet up. That's when it's right next to the pipe, like actively coming out it. At its lowest point, where the pool kind of ends and it's starting to harden, Um, it's about an inch.
Perfect. So gonna take the pipe off the Tensis floating disc. Gonna dispel it. Do we want to go
Alright.
across the lava, guys? I can get us
Yeah, I'm down to
across.
jump it.
Oh, I'm not talking about
Or-
jumping it. Just give me like 11 minutes. And
Okay.
Is there a reason why we'd want to do that? Like all of us, I mean. Like I can understand you going across, but why all
Well,
of us?
because there's more to that
Yeah,
path.
you're right. I
isn't
should probably
there?
just stay on the other side.
Actually, Pierre's kind of right. Like there's
Yeah.
more to it, and if there's like more enemies, then he'd have to. He's kind of
Yeah, we
on his
should
own.
we
so.
should get us across, yeah.
Actually, Sterling, how much do you weigh?
I don't know. A lot since I'm made of metal.
Could be a light metal. You're made of tin.
Or mithril. I don't know.
Well,
Never weighed myself.
just
Never got a
tungsten.
chance to in your bag of holding.
He weighs like 2,000 pounds.
Why do you ask?
Because I was gonna ritualistically cast Tensa's floating disc above the lava, so we can kind of hop on it, hop off to get over the lava.
That's kind of what I thought.
if that would work, because it's should be big enough, right?
So theoretically, at max, according to the race, he weighs 318 pounds at max.
So yeah, we would be able to do that just fine. As far as his weight, would it be possible to cast Tensa's floating disc to be above the lava, us jump onto it, and then jump across the lava that way?
Yeah,
All right.
I'd probably recommend going one at a time. But
Yeah,
I'd
that's
imagine that.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's give me Pia takes about 11 minutes casting it because he's casting it ritualistically, which I would have done the first time too. I didn't realize it was. I did realize it was a ritual spell. I just forgot to say. So yeah, I ritualistically cast Tensa's floating disc. Which actually, wait, it's not a concentration. It lasts for an hour. So does that mean that you can have like multiple Tensa's floating disc?
No, because you can only concentrate on one thing.
But
at a
it's
time.
not concentration.
Yes, it is. Oh no, it's not.
No, it's
I mean,
not.
I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but as far as my reading of the spell, it should be fine.
Like, I guess theoretically, in the historical gold example, you may want more. So I'm guessing that's probably why. There's also the option, this is even more theoretical. It would be kind of cool if you just walk to the clouds or a tall mountain, just casting a bunch of magical discs.
The thing is, it has to be above, like, it can't be less than or more than 3 feet
Yeah.
above the ground.
That kills the cool vibes, but
But
still.
you could probably get up a mountain with it, kind of.
Be a very
If
very
you had
slow way
a,
of doing it.
and if you have a flying person that can fly up, and the mountain's not like completely steep, it's enough to slope. Everybody can hold on to the top, and you can just fly up your friends on the disc, holding on for dear life as they go up. But yeah, I guess we're all gonna just see about the Tensor's floating disc and jump across it.
Yep. Do we need to each make a roll for that or what?
It's basically just stepping up and walking across.
Okay.
you get to the other side. The path goes on for a small distance. You don't see the immediate end.
Yeah, and Pierre would be keeping an eye out for the seeing if he can see the thing that's supposed to keep the pipes together, the clasp or whatever it was. Seeing if he can see any signs of what might have happened to it.
I'll say based off your passive investigation,
Which is like
you
what,
spot
20?
you spot one of them on the floor. It is broken, and it is right by the lava. I'd say you can conclude that the other one is gone.
Okay,
Um,
so yeah, all right. There's not really much fixing that then. And then I guess we can continue down the pathway and see what's down that way.
All right, so you head down the path. Slowly it lights up, and you find yourself facing a large pit. The pipe is to the right of you, and it dumps out into said pit. You all look up, and you can see a small stone platform as well as 3 pipes that look like they would pour down into the very same pit. Across from you, there is another pipe that is pouring lava into the pit.
All the pipes look like they're in good condition.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not an issue with those really.
Just in case it wasn't clear, anyone could also make a perception check.
Okay. I can try. We'll see how that goes.
13. You can definitely do better than a 13.
I'll see what happens. No promises.
Never mind.
Nope.
Would have been really funny.
Wait,
if
actually,
or if they got a 12 or a 13.
Yeah, that would have been funny, but unfortunately, no cigar.
8. I'm helping. when your D20, when your guidance doubles your roll, you know it's gone wrong.
So Sterling notices immediately. They are in the pit at the bottom of the forge. Pierre notices it after a moment. He spends his first couple of seconds paying attention to the other pipes, trying to make sure everything else looked good. Everybody else, they're just like, oh, a pit.
So, with this newfound information, are we just supposed to, like, what is this information supposed to do for us? Is it supposed to teach us how to get lava flowing into the pit in the forge?
I think he was saying that this is the pit for the forge.
Yeah, at that very bottom, like,
If this is the very bottom, then why would there be a hole? Isn't the very bottom supposed to be filled with lava?
You can look down, and yes, you do see lava. Just to show back off, still has your characters, but like all of this space. Yeah.
We're pretty much close to the bottom of this.
Like, what's the point in being here?
To be specific, Sterling knows that you're down there. You're actually under this pipe.
what I'm assuming is it probably pulls the lava from that pit, spits it out the pipes, and so you can put the blade into the lava for a second, take it out to quickly heat it, or something like that. Is probably what they used it like, and it was just an infinitely reusing lava. That's my best guess, at least. But
Yeah, I'm gonna use your word as gospel because all my guesses are terrible.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
and I
that
got
exactly
nothing
would
on the
look,
subject,
but
so
I think that's probably something like it.
If people would like, they can make an intelligence check.
Sure. Intelligence specifically? Alright.
intelligence check.
Just in-
Can you add guidance to that or no?
Okay.
technically a check.
$21.
Pierre definitely knows or can put together from some of this information. So all of the lava they use to power the forge and heat things up and stuff like that, has to go somewhere.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it cools and you get these massive rocks and things you don't want. So they return it back to part of the volcano. This is underground magma that's been exposed to deposit lava back into.
So pretty close to what I was thinking.
Oh my god, that makes so much more sense. Why didn't you just say it like that?
Because our characters wouldn't have been able to put two and two together, really. Most of
Actually,
us.
yeah, that. You're right. My character is not smart enough to make that connection.
It makes sense that my character was just immediately like, yeah, this is what it's doing. But yeah, so pretty much there's not much else that we can actually do.
So we
Um,
can't fix this.
Also, the other thing I want to point out,
Mhm.
because it was a over a 20 roll, the pipe you are trying to repair is a runoff pipe.
Oh, so it's not a necessary pipe, or is it necessary?
For safety, very necessary. To prevent the forge from having to shut down again, very necessary.
Okay.
Immediately, not necessary.
Okay, so we can probably go let him know about it, give him the books.
Oh, so we can't fix this?
Considering we'd have to make a whole new hinge thing because half of it got burnt up in the lava. No.
I'll add on
Okay.
top of that intelligence check. I'm really stretching this one thin a little bit, partially because I'm not describing things perfectly, I guess. The other pipes have those latching mechanisms.
Oh, they do? Oh, then yeah,
Yeah.
But
So you could rather replace the whole pipe or certain latching mechanisms. You just have to get them on there. You don't have the tools to get them on there.
yeah,
That's the issue.
that's the main thing is we just don't have the tool. Well, actually, what type of tools would it need?
I'd say it's a modified version of Tinker's tools.
I mean, I do have Tinker's tools, but
Essentially, like an upscaled version to
Mhm.
help with strength, essentially, because it's a very hard clasp to tighten.
Yeah, so I mean, would they have had the tools back at that storage room?
You could go back and I guess if you went back and checked, yes, you would find an
Yeah, I
older
was gonna say,
pair.
then yeah, Pierre would probably be like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back and check that one room Let's go ahead and all get back across. Before.
Okay.
And I'm assuming we probably moved more than 20 feet, so the disc would have moved.
So this does follow.
Actually, correction. Both the discs would have moved because it probably hadn't been an hour since the previous disc.
Oh
you are being
gosh.
chased by discs.
We start walking back, and the disc are just both floating there. uh. Anyways, get ready for a third disc.
A
Imagine
third
an Oz
one.
wizard gets
Well,
an
yes.
emotional attachment to a disc.
God.
I'm ritualistically casting it, and it
Okay.
takes like 11 minutes or so. But another disc appears floating above the lava. So we can all step over and get across.
Yep. Fair enough.
And then Pierre's gonna run, hop across the gap, go back to that room, find the tools, make sure they're in good condition, mending, prestidigitation them, make them all look nice and shiny and new.
They're a little old, little rusty. Mending kind of helped with most of that.
And then gonna go back to the group and be like, I found the tools.
So can you fix it or no, Pierre?
We'd need to get the clasps off of that one. Need to be able to move that one, and then we need to put this one in place.
Isn't it still pouring
And
lava
that
though?
one, and that one being
That's
the
the
bad
bigger
one,
part.
right?
Is
The bad
it
one.
still has lava
remo-
flowing through?
And we need to remove the class from the bad one, right?
Or actually, could
Or-
I take the clasp off the new one and put it onto the broken one?
Yes, it seems possible. You
But
just have to
wouldn't
use
that
the
mean
tools.
the pipe is still broken though?
The pipe itself isn't broken. It was the clasp that got broken off, and the lava's pouring through the
Oh.
gap from the clasp.
Now I understand.
Right?
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Right, so
All right, Pierre, go for it.
I will attempt to take off the clasp of the one that is good that we just brought over here, and Tince's floating disc again, because all of the disc as I ran away,
Oh,
they would have all followed me, and then running back, they would have followed me.
Oh God.
Lord.
There
The
are
word
so
of the
many
day
discs.
is the word of the day is disc.
Yes.
I don't know, that it feels weird that that would actually be a thing.
Don't worry, we're at the 40-minute mark. One of the discs is about to disappear in 20 minutes.
Okay, good.
Enough time to get 2 more discs.
Yes, you can have multiple Tince's floating disc at the same time.
So you are proficient in Tinker's tools, yes?
Yes. Yes. And
All right.
thieves. And smiths.
So these are more specialized, custom heavy duty Tinker's tools. They are really meant to help you get into a tight spot on the clasp, and then help amplify strength a little bit to actually seal the clasp. So what I actually need from you is a strength check with advantage due to your proficiency.
Well, I could probably just do Tinker's tools using strength.
Yeah, that too. That's the
then-
correct answer.
And then guidance. And then I also get that special feature, I believe, from my race. Well, not race, yeah. From Mark of Making Human. I think it gives like an extra D4, I believe. let me just double check real quick. It's not on my character sheet on here. It's on Beyond because I haven't put it in. I just want to double check that that's what it was on any check. So if it's specific,
Any involving artisans tools. That's an ability check. This
Yeah.
is an ability check.
so yeah, I do guidance and this. So you said I have advantage.
Sure, you can have
Yes.
advantage.
Well, I thought that's what you said with
You said that
strength
because of
with
the
advantage.
proficiency.
It was for
Yeah,
the
you
other
said-
set of tool use. The more improper way, but all you can still have advantage. Yes.
Okay. And 23 total.
Didn't need the advantage.
Nope.
6 is just a waste of time. So, at first, a little tough. Didn't get the tool right away, but then you just kind of look at it for half a second. It's like, oh,
Oh, this is how it was meant to be used. Okay.
and then you use it almost like an expert. Everything lines up and a quick and the first class locks back in place. With one more left to go.
So I gotta do the roll again.
Actually, you've got to do it 4 times now that I think about it. Because first you're removing it from the other one,
Mm-hmm.
then adding it to the next one. So I'm gonna just have you do it twice, actually. Once for the
Okay.
removal, once for the put on.
So I'm assuming that that one was probably more for the removal than putting it on.
Yes, you clocked out all of the ones from the other pipe. Now you're putting them back in.
Same thing or normal roll?
Same thing.
Right. And ooh, nat 20. So 28
Nice.
total.
You already thought you knew these tools, like, oh, then they're actually really easy. Like, you might be suddenly not only because people don't use this tool anymore, it was a special customized version of the tool. You understand this tool. You might be the foremost expert of this tool that currently alive. All previous owners are dead, or they don't know it as well as you do. So what normally is like takes maybe 30 seconds to really get it down. You're like one of those not fancy, but one of those like
Super
carpenters
geniuses.
who've been using like a hammer and nail for so long they can just smack
yeah.
a single nail. You just chink, chink.
You ever seen the video of the drywaller using the axe in like the 1970s? It's like that, I imagine.
On the first one, the lava flow definitely lessens. There's a bit of a squirt of pressure changing on the opening. That second one, you can feel a little bit more heat, but chink. The lava flow stops. There's still that pool there, but is now starting to cool a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And Pierre's just gonna kind of put the tools into his bag and just kind of like brush his hands and then hop down off the disc. That should just about do it. Not
I
sure.
doubt you'd
Not sure if
I doubt you'd
it'll
ever
hold up.
want them, but you can add to your inventory.
Well, it was
um,
more so just like him putting them
mhm.
into his bag just to be able to do the dusting off his hands thing.
Yeah, but
He was probably
still,
gonna. I was about to say he was probably gonna leave him with the one dude.
yeah, I wouldn't imagine you'd have much need for strength-based tinker's tools, but if you need it for some very weird scenario.
If I need them, I
Mhm.
can just recall them and create them using my special effect.
Yeah, guess that's true. Mhm.
Oh,
Um,
I guess that's about all that we needed to do down in the mine, I think.
I guess we can go back and tell the mayor that we fixed it.
Yeah,
Well,
we
at
should also
least-
further know that he had like a horrible evil crystal of magic doom in his basement.
Yeah.
It's like it'd be like explain.
Yeah, we're
Was that meant
definitely
to be was that meant to be down there?
definitely gonna need to talk with him for a while. About quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we did pretty good. Probably more than what he
Yeah.
was expecting.
I mean,
Mhm.
categorically, yes. If he as long as like if he knew about the zombies in the basement, then I don't know. But do we want to call it here? Because I know Jack probably has to get to class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down to call it here.
sure, we can call it. Just to show you the visuals because I have it, but
The fuck was that?
didn't need to necessarily use it. The mayor,
Alright, I'm hearing
mayor
it.
dude,
That's
he's
great.
gonna come and be like, "Oh, you did." He's gonna do a few things, move things around, turns it back on.
Just Pia would have also explained to him about the job that he did, the patchwork on the pipe, and let him know
And
that he should check
the
it out.
crystal thing and the crystal thing.
Well, yeah,
Or do we
that,
want to not
but-
tell him that?
He's very appreciative of the work. I think we'll talk about the crystal stuff
But yeah,
next week.
I figured most
like-
of the
Yeah.
actual talking would happen. That's why I said
Yeah.
Pia just gives him a general description, saying it's
Yeah.
it's a patchwork job. He's gonna need to check it out.
You
Um,
you can relay the specific technical information. I can relay how good at fixing things we are and how much money we should get.
And Pia would also hand him the tools and the logs.
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe we don't bring up the zombies unless he mentions it, because
Okay,
you
yeah.
because you want the orb, and if he's like if we're like, oh, there was an orb downstairs, and he's like, oh, where is it? Like, oh, we're taking that with us.
I
That's
mean, you could
ours
s-
now.
You could still mention the zombies, just not the orb part.
True. But what if he asks like where'd they come from? Like, we don't know. Well, I guess that's as good as an answer as he's
That's-
gonna get. So
And that's what we
Mhm.
know. We don't know where they came from. They were just there.
true.
That is true. That is us telling the truth.
Yeah. There were no lies.
Nope.
We'll get to that next week. I'll see everybody.
Well,
Are we
you
gonna
mean
pl- are we gonna
tomorrow?
play? Yeah, are we gonna play tomorrow or?
Tomorrow?
Not next week. I'm used to the weekly schedule. Tomorrow.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I was actually I had mentioned it, but I was actually really worried I might have to drop a bunch of games because I was up for like a permanent position with a school, and if I got it,
Mhm.
like I would have had like no days off or time to do anything. So I'm like, but I didn't get it, which is like sad because I didn't get the job, but good because it means I can still keep playing. So
Yeah.
You get to see the silver lining, I guess.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that one side never got patched up, did it? the
The,
Sure,
the
it's fine.
stone and stuff.
the stone
Sure, it's
book over on that right side.
And it's still pooled there, but they're gonna fix that eventually.
Yeah, we can't do everything for them, Pierre.
It also seems like a much more easier thing to fix.
Yeah.
It's like feeding animals at the park. If you keep doing it, eventually they'll need us for everything.
All right.
At least now
So-
we can finally go and start heading to take Sterling to his creator.
Yeah.
Did I roll
That'll be interesting.
below a 20 on any of my intelligence checks?
I don't think so. I'm not sure though.
Like yeah, no, I did not roll below a 20 total for intelligence checks. Perception, however,
Dang.
I rolled an 8 for perception. 11% for perception.
Pierre, you'd love me because I am a firm believer that trap detection should be investigation, not perception.
It really should be.
Or at
And
the very least, like maybe not trap detection, but if you're if I put a chest in front of you and you're like, I want to see if it's trapped,
it's
that's
an investigation. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
investigation. I'm
That's
sorry.
that's what most people that I've played with do.
I
Yeah,
see the
there's
opposite.
no way that's perception. That's not perception. That's investigation.
I've seen the
clearly.
opposite, or maybe the culture has changed. But I remember like when I first started playing, trap detection was always perception.
At least for the games
Honestly,
that
it
I've
sounds like it could be either.
it more so depends on the type of trap and what you're trying to find. Like if there's just a random rune carved in the wall, you might not see it. So that'd be a more perception than investigation, I suppose. But if you
Like
see
Dark
the
Souls-
rune, then you would investigate it and you would realize that it's a trap.
Yeah, I also have like weird opinions when it comes to like perception and stuff. At
Mhm.
least when it relates to like like the adventure in a way. It's like if the players need to find a hidden door in the room to continue on with the adventure,
You don't
what
make
do
it
I
too
do?
difficult.
What do I do if they just all fail the roll? It's one of those things where it's like if it's like super plot important that they succeed this, I usually just be like, well, you're 4 to 5 relatively competent adults. You should be able to do it.
They just stumble upon it.
Well, it's not even stumbling upon it. I some of those times I don't
Mhm.
even call for a roll. I'm just like they're just like I look for if they're just like I look for a secret door and look around the room. Like, cool, you find this. Unless it's like deliberately hidden or something, or like not plot relevant, then I'll just usually give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're here to have fun, not do busy work.
Yeah. A game that I played in. See, right now, Pierre is the exact opposite of a character that I'm playing for a dungeon delving style game.
Hmm.
He doesn't
what
look
way?
at anything.
Ah, I see.
He opened up like 4 different trap chests.
Hmm.
Motherfucker doesn't learn from his mistakes.
Nope.
My
He just likes
you-
opening up chests.
have any of you guys played Tomb of Annihilation?
No. That was pretty interesting, though.
No.
Uh, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but in one part of the campaign, there's essentially like an